Welcome to Tangerine Insights Cafe. In the last video, we talked about qualitative research in the era of big data. But today, I'm going to talk about big data and market research, and we are going to talk about some of the points which are very important for us to understand as an industry. We should be kind of pondering on those points. So this video is not about advocating market research or advocating big data, but it's about leaving you guys with some thoughts. And there is much confusion about what it is actually, what it means for the marketers. Okay, so let's talk about it. Last year, we were going through this, study of Gartner, and they defined big data as high volume, high velocity, or a high variety information assets that require new forms of processing to enable enhanced decision making, insight discovery, and process optimization. Now, it's a big definition, but simply meaning it means basically it's a very high volume, high speed data, which is in real time. So big data sources are often linked to social media per se. We might think that big data is all about social media, but that's not the truth. It's not exclusively social media data, but can also include RFID data. RFID data is basically radio frequency identification data. Logistics, like moving around, all this tagging and everything, which I talked about in my previous videos also. Logistics, production, retailer scanner data, even weather or traffic patterns. It's abundant data which is available with big data. Big data is about integrating data and analyzing all these behavioral patterns. It's not about anymore collecting data. It's not about collecting data anymore, right? That's because in today's Internet of Things, data is so abundant. Now let's look at market research or traditional marketing research, or I will call it a big research, okay? Focuses disproportionately on data collection only. So there lies the biggest difference between a big data, which is sitting on abundant data, and it's all about making sense of that abundant data. And traditional market research, more so till now, focuses only on the collection of data, right? So moving forward, obviously one of the points which we can talk about is that big data is really big, whereas market research relies only on samples and small number of people, and they never really represent the population. Maybe that's the debate. So while big data is unstructured and complex data sets gathered in real time, in market research studies, you may collect large amounts of data by using multiple methods or large sample sizes, but they can never match the same scale of a big data, never close to it also, right? So that's a big challenge for us market researchers. The second point which I would like to talk about here is big data is really real time, whereas market research, a lot of people, a lot of clients today, when we talk also, they think it lacks speed and maybe it lacks the gift of the real time. So the biggest problem is that most research is just too slow, and they are almost lost in that whole staging, from proposal to approvals to design, fielding it, aggregating, processing, analyzing, reporting, interpretations. Clients often share stories with they approve only to receive the results only after the week actually the team and the marketing team has made the decisions. Okay, so definitely, today there is a need of speed, and at the same time there is need of a lot of depth, right? And it's almost mythical, both those things. Beyond speed, with market research, is a problem with actual research methods themselves, clients say. Many of them were developed decades ago, they feel, and they need a lot of change over time. For example, many big research have surveys that take almost 40 to 45 minutes, and in some cases 1 hour, 50 minutes, the surveys and minutes to complete. Now, client believes, and we also believe, that in today's world, nobody has so much of time to devote on a particular questionnaire for such a long time. Now, that brings a very important question. Then who is completing this service? That begs the obvious next question, that who is actually completing them? If you can't imagine anyone that you know completing a 15 minutes long survey, then you are likely looking at a representation problem over here. So that's something which basically we need to think about. Another aspect which I would like to talk about, which I have also seen, is research or market research. There's something like the intent of will to change. Now, market research simply want things, or they are stuck the way they are. Maybe it's an autopilot, and there is an internal resistance to adopting to new technologies because of the obvious short-sightedness of going on with the autopilot, or just preserving and protecting the cash cow which we already have. This kind of examples can be given for other industries also, when they fail to change. Less real time or less relevant than big data, or it's just about data collection. It's not about real time data, or it's not sitting on that abundant data of big data. Market research, the times are challenging. Thought which I will leave you with in this video is it really difficult to be real time for market research today? Is it really difficult for market research to be speedy, to be relevant? And we can discuss about how market research is changing, not to be afraid of big data, but how basically we can complement big data with market research, or market research with big data, to gain even stronger and potent insights for the clients. For more videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tangerine Insights Cafe. See you again. Thank you so much for your support.